Okay, hey everybody, this is Mr. Elias. I'm here with Miss Bonilla. How's it going, everybody? And we're going to make a little tutorial on how to use your phone on a computer Zoom call to get an interpreter, help from the language line. Now, Miss Bonilla, why is this a good option?
Well, so last teacher-parent conferences, there were two issues. One, it was last-minute interpretation needs when parents just show up and you didn't know that they needed an interpreter. So this is a perfect way of getting an interpreter right away, and you don't have to go and ask for one at that particular moment. And then second, if you don't want to go through the logistics of trying to pick a time and what list, this is, you're independent, you do it on your own. So this is kind of something easier, and you can use it anytime, not just for teacher-parent conferences.
Okay, so this is kind of like a fast way of like if you're making a call and you need an interpreter, this is just one extra step. Okay, so Miss Bonilla is going to pretend to be a Spanish-speaking parent, and we're on a Zoom call for a conference. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to say, 1 minute, please, Senora, 1 minute. I'm going to call for translation. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is you're going to have to be on your Zoom, on the video on the computer, but you're going to have to be on the audio on your phone. So to do that, you need to get on the meeting on your phone. So what you're going to need for that is your meeting ID number and your password, which you set up at the beginning of school. And you're going to go on your phone, and I'm going to screen record it. So let me turn on my screen recorder here so you guys can see. Screen recording on. All right, 3, 2, 1. So you're going to go on your phone, you're going to open Zoom. All right, so I open Zoom, I'm on my phone, and I'm going to join meeting from my phone. So it's going to ask me for the meeting ID. You're going to use the meeting ID that's up there in the invite. So this is my particular meeting ID. Yours is going to be different. And I'm going to join. Then it's going to ask me for my secret passcode. I'm going to put that in. And now I'm connecting. Okay, so because we have extra security here in ACPS, I'm in the waiting room, so I'm going to admit myself here. All right, so now my phone is in the meeting. You can see it down here, my S21 Ultra. Okay, so it's connecting to the audio. Now this is where you have to do something different. Okay, and I'm going to put a little graphic up to show you what you have to do. So it's going to give you two options, call over the internet or dial in. You normally choose call over the internet. Don't do that. You're going to dial in. I'm going to choose dial in on my phone. And it's going to give you a bunch of numbers to pick. This is fully automated. All you have to do is pick a number and it does it for you. So now I'm dialing in to the meeting. It's asking me to enter my meeting ID. It's asking me for this or that. Don't do anything. Just wait. It's going to do it automatically. I'll put it on speaker too.
Enter your participant ID followed by pound.
Again, it's going to ask me for my participant ID. I don't do anything. It's doing it automatically from my phone. I'm in the meeting now. It says there are 2 participants. All right. So now I am going to add myself. Using a conference call, I'm going to add the language line. So let me actually just bring up the language line number here. So on my phone, I am going to add a call. This is conference calling. It's a little bit different on iPhone, but it's pretty much the same. So I'm adding a call here, and I'm going to dial in the language line just like if I were back in school calling parents and patching in the language line to the call. So here I go. I'm calling the language line. It's asking me for my client ID, so I'm going to add that 522320. It says for Spanish, press 1. For other languages, press 0. I'm going to choose Spanish. And then it asks me for my access code, followed by the pound sign. I'm going to enter that. And it says, please hold for an interpreter. So my interpreter is getting on the line. Waiting. There's some nice background music. All right, so I have Carlos on the line, and the important thing that I'm going to do now is you have to do this. I'm going to merge the call. It's the same on iPhone and on Android. It gives you an option, so you just merge the calls.
So my computer is muted. Miss Bonilla, are you there?
Yes. Así.
Okay. Carlos, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, Carlos, could you tell Miss Bonilla her child is a pleasure to have in class, but he's turning off his camera during class and he's not responding to any messages.
Señora Bonilla, es un placer tener a su hijo en clase. Sin embargo, su cámara generalmente se encuentra apagada y no responde a los mensajes.
Ay, bueno, muchas gracias. Dígale que voy a estar chequeándolo.
Well, thank you very much. Please be sure that I will be checking on him.
Oh, okay. And tell her that we have an important test on Friday, a history test, and he can come to my office hours.
Tenemos una prueba importante el día viernes. ¿Le sería posible venir a mi oficina en horario laboral?
Voy a recordarle para que vaya. Lo que pasa es que a veces no me hace caso.
I will remind him so he can go. Actually, the problem is that sometimes he just won't listen.
Oh, okay, I understand. Well, I will try to remind him in class, and I'm going to put my phone number in the chat. If she has any questions, we can solve the problem together.
De acuerdo. Le intentaré recordarle de cualquier modo durante la clase. Y en el chat estaré colocando mi número telefónico. De ese modo, tal vez podamos solucionar el problema juntos.
Muchas gracias.
Now that went well. The things I would say that is there's a little bit of a delay between the phone, the interpreter, and what you're seeing on the computer, so you have to be aware of that. Could you hear him okay on your end, Ms. Bonilla?
Yes, actually, and he was a good interpreter.
Okay, so that was good. And remember, the one thing that I originally had forgotten, it's very important to mute yourself from the computer because you're using your phone as the audio. And if you have both going on, you're going to get an echo because the computer is faster than the computer. But other than that, it's a very easy process.
And just reminding you that, use short sentences and not very complicated words. That way it's easier for the interpreter to actually give the exact message to the parent.
Yeah, that's really true, actually. You can't, we have a tendency to just start talking, and nice short sentences, get to the point, and everything should go well. All right, thank you so much, Ms. Bonilla.
I hope this was useful for you guys.